Shabbat Shalom. Good morning. I want to share with you something in a bit of a departure from weeks past. In weeks ago, I would share a story or a teaching from the Torah portion and in that way draw a lesson to our present experience. Today, I want to turn to two different texts. One I published myself earlier this week in a blog, a journal called ejewishphilanthropy.com. It's entitled, Congregations, What is Required Now? And it's gotten a fair bit of attention and a good bit of gratifying feedback. But in it, I simply enumerate, but with greater passion, that which I've been calling for a long time, which is to say a courageous conversation within our community about what is required now. I asked this question back 9 years ago, and it led to some very fruitful success with regard to collaborative exercises, enterprises, achievements. We share services now with Temple Sinai on the festivals. We share a religious school program, the JJEP, with Beth Shalom. We are recognized as a collaborative leader in our community and have many community partners. But it's time to go further still. And so I'm calling on our community, both here in Pittsburgh and nationally, to re-examine plans that were set in place in 2019 and earlier, to re-examine everything about what we thought we knew for certain about the way forward, and to reach out to neighbors and to do this kind of work, this introspection together. That we take stock of our reality, that we ask better questions, and that we do all that we do in the spirit of partnership and shared outcomes. And that's why the second document I'm even more proud of than the first. And that's a letter that you received earlier this week from the leaders of our congregation, enumerating what has been taking place within our congregation, within our boardroom, within our rabbinic offices, within our classrooms, such as they are, as most have been dark since mid-March. And there's been an enormous amount of activity, some of it strategic and visionary, some of it hard work, putting more security in place in our building and deciding how we might best right-size our organizational chart and our payroll. But significantly, we've been moving forward with new partners in new and imaginative ways. And in this letter to the congregation, in addition to enumerating what we've been busy with in the building, we also describe what we are anticipating. And that is that in only a few weeks' time, we look forward to welcoming the Falk Laboratory School of the School of Education at the University of Pittsburgh into our building. They'll be bringing some 140 middle school students. I'm excited about the way in which we will now be partnering with this significant neighbor. Rodef Shalom and the University of Pittsburgh will now go forward in partnership, tentatively, but with optimism, about how we will grow the future, how we'll educate children, how we will gather as a community, and how we will celebrate and continue to support one another going forward. This is a time of tremendous change. This crisis offers enormous opportunity, and I'm grateful that I'm part of a community. We can all be grateful that we are part of a community that embraces that change rather than shirking from it, and that the future is one that we will help to fashion together. Shabbat Shalom. Please read what's linked below, and look forward to being part of the conversation with you. Stay safe. Best thoughts.